Hi, in this video, we are going to talk about, as a salesman, getting out of your comfort zone. And to do that, we first need to talk about what the comfort zone is and the steps to get out of it. In this company, we are always trying to provide training and strategies to improve a salesperson's performance so that way they can achieve goals they did not think were possible for themselves. Most commonly, if a salesperson is not achieving their goals, the reasons for it usually originate with that person being unable to get out of their own way and on a path to success. So to put this simply, that person has fallen into a comfort zone. For salespeople, a comfort zone is always what has helped them find success up until now. The problem is, the market is always evolving, and you always have to evolve your skills to be successful as well. So moving out of somebody's comfort zone first requires an understanding of the components of it, and that's what we're going to do in this video. In his book, The Light in the Heart, author Roy T. Bennett said, "Do not lie to yourself. We have to be honest about what we want and take risks rather than lie to ourselves and make excuses to stay in our comfort zone." Now, does taking risks mean we have to do something drastic like skydive out of an airplane just because having our feet on the ground is our comfort zone? No, it's about taking steps to extend your comfort zone, not taking a flying leap out of it. Unfortunately, most people don't recognize how to do this, and to do this, one has to understand the components of growing out of it. A comfort zone is simply responding to a stimulus by remaining where we feel safe and in control. This is completely natural for everyone, myself included. For me, growing my comfort zone can take weeks or months. When we are faced with adversity, we stick to these zones so we can remain where we feel we have control over the situation. However, the first step to growing our comfort zone is acknowledging and moving into the fear zone. A lot of us will have no problem moving into the fear zone, but sometimes we have trouble acknowledging that's where we have drifted. The fear zone is where we make excuses for not taking steps towards our goal. We allow others' negative opinions of our goals and efforts to intercede and derail us from them, and there is a lack of confidence moving forward. However, simply recognizing these feelings and outer influences can help move past them. This is important because recognizing them and training ourselves to not make excuses and ignore negative influences will allow us to move into what's called the learning zone. The learning zone is where your comfort zone starts to grow. Imagine someone who has never completed high school or never got to go to college. A person in that position could easily find excuses and be faced with negative influences if they were to decide they want to apply to attend college or get their GED or their high school diploma as an adult years later. And a person dealing with those types of changes and those types of problems, let them know that they are now in the learning zone. In the learning zone, you start to acquire new skills, and you are now starting to extend what was your comfort zone. As your comfort zone begins to grow, you start to achieve your objectives, and this is what's called the growth zone. In the component of the growth zone, that's the point where we start to find ourselves living dreams we once thought were impossible for us. This is where we start to find new purpose. And it's in this zone we start to feel confident enough to start setting new goals for ourselves. So getting out of our comfort zone, it's about understanding we are not jumping out of our comfort zones, but rather we are attempting to expand and grow them. Just being cognizant of the goals that you've set for yourself and what is keeping you from them can often still help you develop not only as a sales professional, but also as a human being.